Hello, hello, and just for people who may not have seen me, because I've gone live on Twitter, on Greg's Twitter. I'm PsychicAlly, PsychicAlly.net, and I'm going to be doing the astrology readings for the 23rd through to the 29th of January 2023. And I do this every week, or mostly every week. Very rarely do I skip a week. Yeah, so we're going to see what is in store for everybody, okay, in this coming week. So it's quite a busy time. If you look at the mainstream media, you can kind of see that things around the jibby jabs and the things around everything are kind of just crumbling around them. The bad guys, they can't carry on. And we couldn't be happier, really, with the truth. The truth's coming out, and it's about time. We've all been waiting patiently for this to emerge. Okay, so validation for being called conspiracy theorists and all of the other stuff. So yeah, are we really? So what of it that you can't prove that we're saying is right, So anyway, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing. I was on earlier actually with lovely Sherry Schaefer, and she was doing some readings, and I did a few readings after that, and it was wonderful. It was so lovely. She and along with a lot of the other people, can't say just girls because we have men as well there, who have been practicing and doing their readings, and they're wanting to go into the professional zone. And there has been a bit of it's hard to go live, especially doing readings, and it's hard to push yourself out there. So I've been trying to showcase some people. So we showcased Vera. Okay, so she did that. This week was Sherry. And next Sunday, the 29th of January, is going to be lovely Lisa Samuels' time. So, so if you want a reading next Sunday, we're doing them for £10, about $10. And that is that way she can go professional, start to feel as if she can get herself out there, because a lot of them are doing readings but they haven't necessarily pushed themselves into the limelight as such. So hopefully after that they feel as if they can go live themselves and do some reading. So I couldn't be prouder of them. I think it's amazing. And so yeah, there we are. I was just mentioning Vera, and there is Vera. So yeah, Vera has been, we showcased Vera, and Vera did extremely well as well. So, yeah, Vera, if you wanted to put your details in the chat anytime, if anybody wants a reading with Vera. She also does animal communication, and it looks like she's got to do some animal communicating with her kitty. Her kitty decided to not use the litter tray, but used her mattress, or blankets, I can see. So yeah, that's not good. The cats are funny, aren't they? They're very clean most of the time, but then all of a sudden they'll go and do something that is like, really, what is that's out of character? So let's say hi. So Deborah Harvey, hello. And Greg, hello. And my Greg, my love. Oh, here he is. He's watching football. So he's had his football Sunday, and I bet you he's wearing his Go Chiefs shirt. Are you? That's actually my shirt. I wore it on New Year's Eve. So if anybody hasn't seen our New Year's Eve get together and party, I was dressed as it was Halloween. I was dressed as him and he was dressed as me. Makeup, eyelashes, the lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. yeah, we swapped. It's a one-time only deal. Okay, nobody's going to ever see me without makeup again. It's just not me. So but we were both good sports, and we did that. But I think we couldn't wait to get out of the garb and back into our own clothes. So yeah, love and light all from Alberta, Canada. Hello Barbara Z. How do you say that? Barbie's net. Oh, I love you too. I do. Very in love with my husband. Very happy. We looked hilarious. We did look hilarious. He actually was not an ugly chick. No, he wasn't. You know, we basically looked. I mean, some of us said that we did that that face swap thing, but we didn't. It was actually because we just look alike. Oh, Barbie is great. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, okay, so you can check out Vera's website there, ravenwolfstarreadings.com. Okay, so yeah. All right, so please let me know what your sun, moon and rising is, and we can then see what signs are we going to do first. There's usually that we usually we don't do usually it's always the earth signs that are last. So let's see how we do this time. So yeah, let us know your sun, moon and rising. I'm going to put mine and Greg's down. So I'm going to do earth, fire, air and water. So Greg is a triple Libra. I've got Libra rising. I'm a Pisces and I've got my moon in Sagittarius. So yeah. Yeah, so the most challenging thing with communicating with pets are your own. They just don't want to tell you because they love to make you guess. Yeah, I remember I had one cat and she just would not stop weeing wherever. She would not stop weeing. It was really, really bad. And I had a very landlord who did not appreciate it. You know, you can't really blame them. And it was either that I was going to lose my tenancy or the cat had to go. So I had to find another home for the cat. And you know what? The cat never weed there. So, you know, sometimes I think they just know psychically that they're not meant to be living with you. Don't know. Yeah. That's the way it goes. You cannot enter the class. No, the class isn't on yet. Muslim. No, the class isn't on yet. That is on Mondays. Okay, it's on Mondays. Yeah. Okay. So Hom TV. Hello. So we've got Aquarius, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so let us know your sun, moon and rising, and we can go there. So yeah, we did some readings earlier, which was nice. So this week, this is tomorrow, we've got the class tomorrow is going to be the topic is ley lines, ancient sites, crop circles. We're going to be tuning into our galactic friends, and we're going to be asking them what did they mean by this particular crop circle, what was going on. So we're going to be tuning in with them. So it's going to be we're going to link it with ancient sites. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. So if anybody fancies that class, or maybe other classes that we've got going on, you can contact me on the website PsychicAlly.net, or you can contact me on here and I'll send it over to you. Yeah, that smell of cat pee is not nice. Hi Megan. Hello Megan. So Deborah is a Leo. Don't know the sun, moon, rising. Okay, so let's do the fire. I know Vera is a fire sign. She is an Aries, so I know that one. Oh, hi Terry. So Terry is Aries, Pisces, and Gemini. Hi Janet. Hey Janet, good to see you. Oh, it's lovely to connect with everybody here. It's lovely. So you are Aquarius, Sun, Cap, Rising. Okay, so have I already put yours in? Barbie, did I put yours in? No. Somebody else said Aquarius twice. That's why I was kind of questioning myself. So Aquarius, and Capricorn. Okay. So Megan, hi Megan. So Pisces, Capricorn, and Scorpio. All right. Thank you. So how has your day been? Have you had a nice Sunday, everyone? So all the dogs. I love it. All the dogs. Pisces, Leo, and Sag. Pisces, Leo, and Sag. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Janet is a Taurus. Good. We need some more air signs. We do. Yeah, we need some more air signs. Yeah, so I went round to see my mum. She's not well, bless her. She's got gastric flu. She's feeling very achy. Yeah, I was going to take her shopping today, but she just wasn't well enough. So we did an online shop, which you'll get tomorrow. So yeah, it's horrible. It's been about a week now. So I've put your Aries down, and so we've got Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, thank you. So Megan's day has been great. I attended an off-road recovery class, learned a lot. Okay, nice one. So what was the biggest thing that you learned about that? Was it kind of like how to survive and things like that? How would you survive? I love anything to do with survival stuff. My Sunday's good, enjoying some food and some wine on a rainy evening. Oh, lovely, Hom. That's nice. Here's our Lisa. This is Lisa, and she's going to be doing readings next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday, and it's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern, okay, 9 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, £10 or $10. We're going to be doing, readings with lovely Lisa. Okay, so if anybody does want a reading, you can just turn up there, and we can put you down for. Okay, so we've got a fellow Pisces there, and Pisces. And what else are you? Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and what's the other one, Lisa? For me to be me. I like it. Aquarius. Okay, thank you. Healing for mum and all. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you. Sending Reiki to your mum. I appreciate that. Thank you, Deborah. Hi, Joyce. Hello. No, you're not late. I've hardly started it. Yay, Lisa. Yeah. 4 p.m. Eastern. Yay, thank you. Oh, well, I want you to do well. I do. I want you to do well. It's a bit daunting to start with, and so it's nice to go on with someone else. But I think you guys, if you both supported each other in the group, just support each other and go on lives together, I think that would work out well. Because sometimes if you're going out here now, it's like now there's nobody talking to me, I'm just reading comments, so you do feel as if you're kind of on your own a bit. So it's a little bit daunting. It's a lot of learning how to use rigging gear to pull trucks out from being stuck, focused on how to use wenches and learning strength capabilities of ropes, finding the right angles for rescuing. I love that. That would have been, if I was fit and able, that would have been right up my street. I love anything to do with that. So nice. You know, I still am. I'm fascinated with these survival programs where they are making these kind of like little cabins out of wood and little kind of lean-to. I would have loved to do a bug out cabin and things. That would have been absolutely brilliant for me. Cooking around an open fire, camping, all of that. But maybe one day when the med beds come and I'm healed. Oh, hi Linda. Have you had a lovely day, Linda? Aries sun, Leo and Cancer. Arrived year of the pig. Happy Chinese New Year of the rabbit. Well, hello. Oh. Sending loads of healing, love and energy to Mum. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful, Hom. Thank you very much. Yeah, the gear does the work for you, but I suppose you're right. You've got to have it at a certain angle, otherwise it could break the rope, couldn't it? So yeah, I get that. So hi, Greg. Aquarius, Cancer and Leo. Okay, just to make it interesting. Exactly. Oh, thank you, my darling. I appreciate you saying that. But he's got love goggles on. We both have love goggles on when it comes to us. I'm a firefighter. I wish you full healing. You are capable. Oh, thank you. Yeah. And healing from Lisa. Thank you. Do you know what? I always come on here and talking to you lot, it kind of, my face hurts from smiling. Honestly, I went 4 hours with smiling earlier, chatting to you guys. I love it. Oh, so Linda, Freedom friends of mine recently had a truck go through the ice on a local lake. Interesting watching them via video, getting that out. Wow. Oh, that could have been very, very lethal, you know, truck going through ice. It amazes me, some of these truckers, you know, they have these programs on, don't they, where these trucks are going through all this ice and snow on all these kind of like, you know, one side of them is sheer drop down a mountainside. They are literally risking their lives. It's amazing. Really amazing. Oh, I call that permagrin. Yeah, I do have a permagrin. Actually, Barbie, yes, you're right. I do. Yes, she does. And such a beautiful spirit. You're such a blessed man. Oh, thank you, Greg. We are lucky, me and Greg. We know how lucky we are. We were talking about it just now. Yeah, it's like none of us are needy. You know, I'm not needy, he's not needy. We kind of understand, you know, like on Mondays, it's a really busy day for me. And there's none of this kind of like, well, you haven't answered my call, or you haven't done this, or we don't have any of that drama. So it's just understanding each other. And I suppose we trust completely, and there's no insecurity there. So yeah, it's a blessing. Nice freedom recovery, isn't that in Canada? She is from, Linda is from Canada. Yeah, so yeah, she goes on all of the rallies and things like that. Lots of F-bombs going on during that track recovery. I'm not surprised, really not surprised. It's been a long time that I've caught alive. Oh, well, I'm pleased that you're here. Oh, thank you, Janet. You guys, all of oregano. You say oregano, and I say oregano. They sell concentrated pills, except natural antibiotic for cough and colds. Okay, I'll tell my mum that. Oregano or oregano. You say oregano, don't you? Is that how you say it in America? Oregano. Freedom flag. That is wonderful, Ali. That's the way it should be. Yes, it definitely should be. But there's a lot of mind games going on with some relationships. Egos, mind games. It means they haven't done the work. They have their background kind of work, saying, you know, this is who I am. A relationship doesn't define me. It blends with me perfectly. So yeah, it's a good thing. Russell Brand last week was talking about McDonald's. I wanted to let you know. Was he? You see, there was this, I think it was date night when we was talking, Ellie and Greg live, and everyone was laughing at me. Everyone was laughing at me because I say McDonald's, and a lot of people say McDonald's. I want to know if you say Mac as in M-A-C, Donald's, or do you say Mc as in men's MC? Now, I know it's hard, but I remember there being a little jingle about McDonald's using McDonald's. Is it one of those kind of, what do they call them? You know, where it's like you remember one thing and it is actually another. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. My boyfriend is 11 years younger. It seems fickle. Oh, I say McDonald's. McDonald's. Megan says McDonald's. So obviously Russell Brand was talking about this, was he? He was talking about whether it's Mac or Mick or Mick. Yeah, the Mandela effect. Yes, Mandela effect. I definitely say McDonald's, not McDonald's. Okay. Tina says McDonald's or Mackie D. Mackie D's here in Manchester. See, in Manchester, they say McDonald's. McDonald's. Mm. It's called the Mac Mandela effect. Oh dear. Anyway, I better do this, hadn't I? I better do this astrology. Mickey D's. Yeah, we call it Mackie D's. Mickey D's. So you call it Mickey D's. Imbo, Greg. Mandela Thank you, Greg. The name was not coming to me and it was bugging me. It was bugging me as well. Yeah. What else? You guys call your front porch thing your stoop, don't you? Stoop. We call it step. Stoop. You call it stoop. Step. What was the other one that it's different? In Italy, pants and pants is different, and fanny is just hilarious that you call one of those bags that go around your waist, call it a fanny pack. I mean, that just is hilarious for English people. Absolutely hilarious. Bath McDonald's. Actually, at Megan Koreanu got it before me. Yeah. Oh, so Megan says you call it a deck. But what's this stoop? What do you in America call a stoop then? Stoop. Yeah. I wonder if the reports of human, I can't say that, is true. I can't eat it anymore. Nor me. If I do, you know, if everybody else is, and I don't want to cause a ruckus about it, I will have a chicken burger or chicken nugget meal. Yeah. But yeah, I get it. But something I've asked my guides, and I don't think they can get away with it right now. So I think that was in the past. I'd like to think it's in the past. Yeah. Yeah, when I say I fancy the pants off, Greg, I have to say underpants. Porch deck step. So what's this stoop then? Where do I get this stoop from? Fanny pack, because it rides on your fanny. Linda. Oh God. Because this is a balcony. You know when you have a laugh so much your gut hurts and you're crying happy tears. Don't short out the keyboard. I know. Very, very true about muck. A stoop is like the outside step. Okay. The stoop is an outside step. Okay. Balcony or stoop, same difference. And we call herbs, and you call them herbs, I think. Herbs, and we call them herbs. We pronounce the h for herbs. Yeah. What other things are different in America and England? Anyway, let's have a look and see. So we've got 5 in earth, we've got 10 in fire, we've got 12 in air, and we've got 10 with water. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. One of you has got to put either fire or water. Okay, the first person to put fire or water, whichever one, because we've got a neck and neck with fire and water. So which one goes next? So the first one is air signs, and then it will be, which one will it be next? Fire. There we go. You was first, so it's fire signs next. Okay, so we're going to be doing air signs, then fire signs, then water signs, and then earth signs. And I deliberately last time, I deliberately did earth signs last time, so you know, just try and even it out now and again, otherwise they never go first. So yeah. Thank you. thought it was going to be another countdown. Okay, so they used that in South. My husband used to say that all the time. Stoop is more an 80s, 90s term in the US. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Underwear. Have you noticed it does not appear that the likes of New Zealand PM Dingleballs does not know about underwear? What? Oh dear, you guys are funny. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? My roommate is a crabby crab living with an airhead. Crabby crab. Does your roommate know that you are, or could they possibly watch this and know what you're watch what you're doing? Calling them crabby. Okay, so just want to let you know that for my lovely Patreons, there is the Patreon meeting is this Thursday. Well, sorry, not this Thursday. Oh, it is actually. Yeah, the 26th. Can't believe that. Okay, so it's the 26th, Thursday, the 26th of January, and that's at 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. So anybody who's in my Patreon family, we're going to be getting together. We do readings for each other. So we do all of that. And thank you, Curious Cat. Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, so yeah, we're doing Patreon readings. So we do readings for each other. One time it lasted 6 hours. So now we have to everybody can't read for everybody. We have to kind of do different groups. Group 1, group 2, group 3 works better. Because that was a long time, 6 hours Patreon meeting. So yeah, not great. Okay, so Dingle Balls video. Linda's going to send me some Dingle Balls videos. I think I need to see some Dingle Balls videos. Yes, because I don't know what they are. Nope, he's not anywhere around me. We're not on the same page. Okay, well, you know, perhaps that's for the best. Perhaps that's for the best. You're not going to drop yourself in it then, are you? Okay, so let's get started with the air signs, everyone. So we're going to start off with Aquarius, and then we'll do Gemini, and then Libra. Then we'll do the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then after that, we will do Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And then we'll finish off with Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn. Okay, just so you know. Okay, right, let's get the banners going. Yes, air signs. So we're gonna, I just accidentally moved Aquarius and it was like I completely lost them. Okay, so there we go. So we're starting off with Aries. Okay. Right. Let's see what's going to be happening in Aquarius lives. Okay. Right, so I'm seeing a lot of friendship energies, and so there's going to be either making new friends, being more committed to the friendships that you have, feeling as if I want to cherish the good people in my life. That's how it's making me feel. Okay. There's also going into the depth of your mind and kind of remembering things from the past, talking about things from the past, you know, reminiscing. Okay, reminiscing. There's going to be a lot of that energy in a good way. We do have something on a global basis happening, which is going to bring people together, reunite people. And I do feel as if this is more of the revealing of what is actually happening. And I think it's going to be linked to the gibbies. Okay, it's linked with those. So watch out for the mainstream media who have to report on it. It's going to be too obvious. Okay, it's going to be too obvious. They may avoid saying it out loud, but it's like something's going to be happening that is just too much. Okay, so that's going to be happening at the beginning of the next week. Okay, there seems to be a there's definitely new connections that you're going to be looking forward to. New connections, meeting people with like minds. It's like magnetism, drawing closer and closer to the people that matter. Okay, so by the middle of the week, there is a little bit of a slump going on the middle of the week. So to me, it feels as if emotionally, my heart feels as if, why can't my life always be as happy as it is been in the beginning of the week? We go back to feeling a bit alone. We go back to feeling a bit fed up. I'm sensing here that the obstacles to do with your ambitions, to do with a project, seem to be making you learn patience. And if you're anything like me, we don't like patience. So there feels as if it's like emotionally I am fed up. Emotionally I'm kind of, you know, twiddling my fingers. You know, things aren't happening the way I want them to happen, and I'm a bit fed up. So the beginning of the week starts off really good. The middle of the week, bit iffy. Okay, but I would say that, you know, you've still got a lot of love in your heart. You've still got the Ace of Cups here. This is the Lightseers cards by Chris Ann. So there's still a lot of happiness there. So it's not all bad. It's just it's not as good as it was. Okay. So by the end of the week, you've got 3 aces. Okay. Beginning of the week, you've got Ace of Swords. The middle of the week, you've got the Ace of Cups. The end of the week, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. That is pretty awesome. Okay. So you're doing lots of thinking and delving down into that mind of yours. Here means that you want more love, affection, and you're open to it. And then this one is there's new money coming in, new money, new finances. So yeah, I've got this lovely card here which says I'm in trust. I'm in trust mode. So look, it's like they are, they're kind of like leaning back saying, you know, I'm just going to put my trust out there. You know, I know that everything is going to be fine. It might feel as if it's a little bit distracting, okay, what's actually been going on, but I do feel that you know, you're going to have lots more positivity there. Now you have got to look out for people who are a bit they're trying to get something from you that maybe they need to be, you know, just be aware of kind of charlatans or spammers and that sort of thing. Just be aware of that, okay, and you will be fine. Okay, you'll be absolutely fine, because, you know, we've got that trust energy there. Your spirit guides are going to show you who not to trust, okay, in your life. Just try not to be too trusting, okay. Try not to be too trusting. I've had a lesson in that over the last kind of couple of weeks. It's just like, you know, when you feel as if you put yourself out there, you live on trust and everything, and then every now and again it just bites you straight on the bum, and you just have to go, do I change my energy of trust, or what do I do? Just, I mean, because as soon as you start not trusting, the universe just sends you more people not to trust, doesn't it? So it's one of those tricky ones. isn't it? So yeah, that's what I see for you Aquarius. Okay, so that was interesting with the with that. Okay, so I'm placing these cards randomly in here, so those aces can't come up again unless they wanna. So they are random because that was a little bit different. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. I like to kind of just keep up with everybody. Hi Dee, how are you doing? Oh, fat finger syndrome tonight. What's this? What are you talking about now? Prince Charles got them. Have you seen his fingers really swelled up? Weird stuff going on with him. 29th, I'm going to celebrate 2 birthdays and take a man out that loves us. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you, Dee. Thank you for your astrology details. That's great. Very accurate reading. Thank you, Hon. Okay, thank you. So there you go. All right, so we're going to be going on to Gemini. Okay, do we have any Geminis here? Or do you know any Geminis? Right. Let me tune into Geminis. Okay, so this is for 23rd through to the 29th of January. Okay, so we've got the Strength card. This is all about your ability to triumph when there are lots of things against you. You know, when you feel as if I should be very proud of myself, when I look back and see about everything that has been, you know, could have held me back. But you haven't. You have shone through and you have shone your light and you are a strong person. That's kind of what I see with this Strength card here in the Light Seers. See, look, these wanted to come back. The Ace of Swords come back at the beginning of the week, the same as it did in Aquarius. So yeah, we've got new ideas going off, new information. There's also a galactic energy going on here. Sorry, not a galactic. Oh, there might be actually a global one. So this is about people thinking differently. There could be some anger though coming, okay? And I do feel as if once people start to realize what has been going on, that anger is going to get back out there, okay? I have been told that there is going to be some vigilantes energies going out there, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that, but you know, people are going to be pissed, I'm afraid, when they find out what has been really happening. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of a reveal going on beginning of the week, okay? And also in your own private life, it's like a reveal in your own private life. This is, to me, I always see this as about trying something new, trying something that you've never done it before. It's like, I've never done that before, but I don't know, I'll give it a go. It's worth a try. And then you realize that actually you're quite good at it. Actually, you're really enjoying it. So trying new things for Geminis the beginning of the week and thinking differently, being proud of yourself, thinking back to all the things that you have achieved now and all the things that could have slipped you up in the future. Here's Sherry. She should be triumphant today. She did the readings today. So if you want to go and follow her on her channel, Sherry Schaefer, the artist and mystic of fluidity. Okay, so she did the readings today and she did amazing. So both of your sons are Geminis. Okay, so what's going to happen in the middle of the week for Geminis? Middle of the week, okay, so there's going to be some discussions and talks about self-employment. and pushing yourself out there, doing something that is going to earn you some extra money. Now, I know that a lot of people are thinking in this way, so this may not be a big surprise, but it is something that is going to be spoken about. You know, my King of Pentacles is always my self-employed energy card. Okay, it is, and it's right next to the Five of Pentacles. Okay, which is the worry of finances here. And with this card, it means I've got gifts, I've got talent. Okay, this has been in the past tense. I've got all this talent from the past. I've walked away from it. I could go back and pick up any of these pentacles, any of these gifts, and I could do it again. So this could be a good opportunity here to, you know, start that business off with something that you're really good at in the past. So that's what I'm seeing in the middle of the week for Geminis. Okay, so the end of the week, these two cards keep coming up together. I don't necessarily like them, but they keep coming up together when I'm doing readings. And one is kind of this feeling of, you know, I've got all of this worry, but this 9 is always blowing things out of proportion worry. Does that make sense? So it's not necessarily the truth, okay, but it is kind of like that. You know, I'm getting a bit bogged down with my own thoughts. Okay, then this card comes along and says sometimes we have to go with the flow. Sometimes, if you imagine these birds as life, okay, and this is kind of just taking you on the journey. You've got your suitcase here, you're kind of in a boat, you're saying, all right, take me where I'm supposed to go. So it's not worth worrying. So if there is some major changes happening in your life that you think is very interesting card, that you think are, it's like, oh, this is terrible, this is awful, oh, there's a big disaster in my life, and what do I do now, and la 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 la. Okay, sometimes the universe shakes up your life. We've got the rebirth card. Okay, so the universe shakes up your life because you're not happy. You kept saying you're not happy. You know, you could be moaning about your job for a year, and then all of a sudden the job changes, or you lose that job, or you get an offer of a new job. Okay, and you start going, oh my goodness, now what? Now what? You know, I thought I was settled, and it's like, but you weren't happy. You weren't happy. You were sending that signal out to the universe to say, please bring me something more exciting, and the universe has brought you something more exciting. But sometimes it has to burn the bridges of the past so that you will move on in the future. The universe sometimes isn't gentle. Okay, that's why we should make the changes before the universe gets a hold of it. Okay, sometimes it can be a bit abrupt when it comes to this. Okay, but there is some big changes. Not saying it's all linked with a job. It could be linked with, you know, a relationship. You need to kind of shake up that relationship, deal with things that you've been trying to push under the carpet and ignore. You know, whatever it is that you've been trying to just paper over the cracks, I would say is going to be pushed out there and dealt with quite frankly in the end of the week for Geminis. Okay, so I'm placing these randomly in the deck. Okay, so let's have a look back. I still don't get the spelling correct. I give up, Barbie. Barbie Net has Net always fishing the truth. Does that help, Greg? Okay, how does one get in on the chat and reading? Thank you. They're not they're just astrology readings. This is free. I'm just doing astrology readings today. D, yeah. Okay, right, so let's go to Libra now. This Greg's, he's a triple Libra, so he's a triple Libra. I've got Libra rising. Do we have or know any other Libras out there? Okay, let us see what's in store for Librans. Okay, so we've got the Empress card. This basically is saying things are coming to fruition. There is a lot of ripeness and ready energy, okay, around you. So if you have been waiting for something to come into its own, maybe, you know, you've been doing a job, you've done a lot of preparation, you've done a lot of kind of groundwork and putting the foundations down. This is saying, okay, the harvest is now upon you. You know, reap back the rewards. Okay, so you also have here that there is a partnership energy, somebody working well with you, or you may be working well with others. Okay, the partnership energy is connectedness. Okay, and you have the World card. So if that isn't telling you that things are changing in a financial way for you next week, then my goodness, something's gone wrong there. Okay, something's definitely gone wrong there. So just talking on Greg's level there, he's got a t-shirt sale on like I've never seen before. T-shirts, all t-shirts on his website is just $24.99. $24.99. So yeah, and if you are one of his Patreons, they're only $19.99. Okay, so you know, that to me is like coming into his own, really. The money's going to come in, the t-shirts are going to sell, it's going to be very busy. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so that's the beginning of the week for you guys. All right, so we have finances going out though. Okay, so sometimes we have to pay money out, and there could be, this is linked with a car, a vehicle, or travel. Okay, once again we've got another travel card. So we've got two travel cards. We've got the Chariot, and we've also got the Eight of Wands, which is also travel further. So it can be going further than you realized, getting further than you realized. So this can be, for some of you, metaphorically speaking, is the travel is going further, and some of you it's going to be an actual thing of travel. So this could be buying tickets, it could be it could be somebody coming to see you, but it's going to cost a little bit of money, but it's okay. It's good spending. Those two cards are very positive cards with it. They're not negative cards along with that spending out. Okay, middle of the week. So the end of the week. Okay, so by the end of the week, we do have the Moon card, and the Moon card to me, see, I don't like this card in the Light Seers. I just don't. It's not what I see the Moon to be at all. So sometimes we have to trust that things are changing for the best. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. And this to me is where you've done all of the groundwork. You know, everything is in place here, and you are just ready to move forward. Okay, leave all this to root. Leave all this. All of these are going to grow into trees, which then actually give you the fruit that is needed, and that fruit will then give you more seeds, more plants, more trees, and as the cycle goes around. So yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. So sometimes we have to trust in this. We have to trust that you know, you've done enough hard work in the past. Okay, and yeah, so that alongside the wheel. Okay, when I see the wheel, everything is moving forward. Everything is going forward in the best possible way, the best possible direction. And so yeah, just get ready for that change. It's a brilliant week for you, Librans. Actually, very good week. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Actually, it was me as well, because I've got Libra rising. So yeah, brilliant. Okay, so Joyce, how much is pounds for the t-shirts? And would I have to add postage? You do have to add postage on top of that. I'm not sure how much the postage is, but if you wanted a t-shirt, I think it's the best time to get a t-shirt for sure. Okay, so £24.99. So it works out at £20. Okay, £20 it works out, Joyce. Okay, so yeah, that's the currency at the moment. Okay, so US dollars £24.99. Yeah, English is £20.11p. Okay. What is the average post and packaging, darling, to England? Okay, so let's go on now. We're going to be doing the fire signs now. Okay, so let's go back and see. Okay, so Sherry has Libra rising as well, so have I. Cancer moon and Taurus birth signs. And Barbie's sister is a Libra. Okay, and now the moment we've all been waiting for. Sure, absolutely. Everybody's waiting for Libra. So yeah, the Patreon followers get an extra $5 off the coupon code that was sent out to you. Okay, so yeah, let's go to banners. So fire signs, we're starting with Leo, then we're going to do Sagittarius and then Aries. Okay, I'm going to switch the cards up now to my Norbert Loesch, the Cosmic deck. Okay, yeah, so Vera, she can't get in her bed because the cat's done a tinkle on it. Oh dear. My cat did that when I think it was peed off, literally peed off with me. So, you know, maybe she's sulking. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in now. Tune in to Leo. This is Greg's daughter, actually. Brittany is a Leo. Any other Leos out there? Do we know any other Leos? Oh my goodness. Big Brother is listening, officially listening. Look at that come up there. What did I say about a sale now on? And then the advert comes up, sale now on. They are listening to everything I've got to say. I'm going to say umbrellas, 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 umbrellas. We'll watch for some bloody adverts for umbrellas now. Good dear. You just missed the Libra. I'm really sorry. Just missed it. So Derek is a Leo. My daughter, Barbie says, my daughter is a Leo. She does cards too, but has been nursing. Her daughter, not a year old. Oh, yeah. Oh, I loved the reading with you too. It was lovely. They are listening. Yeah, they are. They are. Yes. Okay, so Leos. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, that to me is just everything's moving on. Everything is going quicker for you. Okay, it is pushing on. All right, so if you've been feeling as if things have been holding back, as if, you know, you couldn't get further than you were, you know, it's like, why can't I get further? Bam, you get the Three of Wands, which is, I feel excited and happy with myself. I'm excited and happy with where things are going in my life, especially to do with ambitions. You do have the Four of Pentacles, and in the Cosmic deck I see that as a meeting. So there is an official meeting that is being set up for the beginning of next week. This official meeting means that you've got to find out information that is not yet known to you. when you look at this information, you're going to be looking at it and thinking, where can I see the opportunity when I look at this? And you will, but sometimes you have to be creative in the way that you look at things. Sometimes you have to think outside the box on that as well. But celebration and achievement of yourself and feeling very, very pleased, okay, with yourself. So yeah, things moving on big time for Leos, beginning of the week. The middle of the week, you're feeling as if you've got to look after yourself a little bit. So, you know, some of you may be feeling a bit lethargic. You may be feeling as if, you know, well, what is what, you know, and it will only last a little while, okay? Just that kind of feeling of, let's just look after myself. I need to protect myself. I'm feeling a bit battered and bruised a little bit from the beginning of the week, you know, and all the changes that have been happening, maybe from the meeting that you've had. And sometimes we have to take a leap of faith. Sometimes we have to go into that trust energy and start leaping forward and saying, you know, I don't know why, I'm just going to go in this direction. Okay, and that will lead to a new quest, a new venture. Okay, and it's coming from the right place. And sometimes it takes us out of this slump that we feel and into this kind of like projection, okay, forward. The middle of the week, you've got the Seven of Cups, and that to me says sometimes we feel a bit tormented by our emotions. We feel a bit kind of like, I've got so many choices to make, so many decisions, and sometimes these decisions are, you know, making me feel as if, you know, I'm you know, I've got too much on my plate and I don't know what to do. You know, trying to please everybody is getting harder and harder every day. So, you know, sometimes we feel as if we don't want to reject anybody, but equally we don't want to be rejected. And so these choices are really getting a bit much. Okay. One of them may be linked with education, learning, development. Okay. It could be that you have decided that you are going to push on forward with your education, or sign up for that class, or do that workshop. Okay, at the end of the week there's going to be some decisions about that, and it's all going to come at once, and so you've got all these emotions and trying to please everybody. You've then got an opportunity to develop, and to maybe this education could end up earning you extra money and become it an income for you, and sometimes that is a big decision, and sometimes we do have to upset other people, but in order for us to have a better life in the future, and maybe a better life for them in the future as well. Okay, and sometimes we get that psychic energy. See, that's better. Psychic energy, the psychic side of your life is just going to shine through. Okay, so it could be your spiritual side is the side that needs the development. And you're going to be pushing on through with that. Yeah, so it's a very up and down week, I would say, for Leos. You know, we start off with, I've done it. Yes, great. We've got that meeting there, official meeting. That meeting may make you feel as if you want to protect yourself a bit, perhaps wrap yourself in cotton wool, feeling a bit battered and bruised. But then we've got the leap of faith, the middle of the week, followed by a gut feeling and starting of a new quest. The end of the week, sometimes we feel as if other people are expecting too much of us emotionally, but your psychic senses are saying, I think I need to take that chance. I think I need to kind of venture into that new pathway, and it may be your spiritual pathway. So there you go, Leos. So let's have a look at the chat. Okay, so Deborah said, I have probate court tomorrow. Okay, yeah. All right. So Greg says, love the chakra and cosmic blast design. Actually, like all of them. Yeah. Do they run true to size? I believe they do, Greg. In answer to that, I believe they do. There is also a proper chart thing there on the website as well, where you can actually see exactly what it is in centimeters. I think it's centimeters and inches, or inches, I'm not sure. My ex is a Leo. I don't care. Okay, so the Norbert Loesch moon card is powerful. I prefer that, Lisa. I don't like in fact, I might even take it out of the light seers cards, because I just don't like it that much. I don't feel that the moon has that energy for me. It really doesn't feel like that. That light feels as if it's a bit dark. So I'm actually going to take mine out. So, because I can. And you don't need it. There was times in the shop that I had to take out my death card because, there you go, Greg, the chart is very accurate. Yeah, I had to take out my death card because there was a man that used to come into the shop, and he had HIV, and he actually was, he said he knew that he was risking it, and he still risked it and did that. But you know, when someone's in that mindset, and no matter how much you say the death card does not mean death, to somebody who's facing that sort of thing on a day-to-day basis, there's no amount of that they're going to believe. So I used to actually, because I never knew when he was going to walk in the door, and so I just used to take the death card out, because I was sick of saying it to people. You know, the death card doesn't mean death. You have to say that in front of every reading when they're facing you, because saying it when they're seeing the death card, you know, they're not going to, you can't back paddle. so yeah, but that's just me. All right, so when you said meeting, I got goosebumps. Oh, okay. Now, for some of you, that meeting might not be, it might be emotionally, might be a date. Could be, that card could be that. Okay, so we're going to do, what's the next? Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius. So I've got Sagittarius moon. I have Sagittarius moon. All right, so I'm tuning in the beginning of the week for Sagittarians. All right, so it starts off a little bit of a battle. Things changing. Okay, let's have a look and see where it's changing for the better. That's nice. So we think, oh, battles, oh, changes, and then you're waiting with bated breath, and it says for the good. So this is why you always should turn over more than one card. Okay. So yeah, things have been difficult. You have been battling to get further in life. You've been battling with projects. You've been battling with maybe family, maybe your personal life, something like that going on. The Wheel of Fortune then changes things. It says that things aren't going to stay the same, and that things are going to be good. And that is your card that says, I am so happy with myself. I'm very proud of myself. Let's celebrate, because I did it. I didn't think I could, and I did. Okay, so this is where you start to really believe in yourself. And this is the point where you need to tell your inner child, well done. Congratulations, inner child. Didn't we do well? It's the quickest way to get your confidence up. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm suffering from a lack of confidence, it's no good lots of people giving you compliments. The quickest way for you to get your confidence up is by telling yourself how well you're doing. Your inner child needs to hear from its mum or its father, you. Okay, your inner child will only believe it from you. And so, yeah, that's the quickest way. So if you give yourself 3 compliments a day, every single day without fail, doesn't matter what the compliments are, your inner child will start to get confidence, and that confidence will start to shine out and show. Okay, so something's going to be changing for the better in your lives, and I feel that this is to do with your ambitions. Okay, beginning of the week. By the middle of the week, there is going to be talk about a pregnancy. Okay, so watch out for somebody who is going to be announcing that they are pregnant. It could be that they have somebody's decided we want to try for a baby. There could be talk about pregnancy and discussions about it in some way. Okay, now for some of you, there is going to be somebody around who is a little bit upset maybe about, this is to do with parenting or parents or mum energy. Okay, can be to do with that. There seems to be the balance. Okay, needing to get the balance, trying to find everything that you need from your life. It's like trying to balance out your work, rest and play, trying to work out what is it that could make me happy, what is it that could bring me joy in my life. And so maybe that's where we're talking about with the parenting, with the Empress card, with the fertility card. Okay, the Four of Cups can sometimes mean worry. Okay, I'm worried, or I'm anxious about, or I'm having doubts about. Okay, but the Temperance, then you sometimes need to kind of work it out. Okay, you kind of need to dissect things and not overcomplicate things sometimes by thinking too far ahead of yourself. Sometimes, how do you feel today? How do you feel tomorrow? There's just keep it short. Okay, by the end of the week, I'm seeing a few secrets, okay, around you, finding out that you need to reveal more, maybe, about your own feelings. Maybe you've been trying to keep everybody happy by stiff upper lip and I'm fine, don't you worry about me, when sometimes you perhaps need to speak out, perhaps you need to give your opinion. Okay. I'm seeing as if there's someone around you who is holding back their anger or frustration. What I'm feeling is, when someone's through gritted teeth, talking to you, but that they're annoyed, and that they need to get things off their chest. Definitely, there's a feeling there, but there is a secret. They are not revealing what is truly going on. Could it be you not revealing what you're feeling? Absolutely, it could well be you. Okay, so obviously, because I'm doing all of Sagittarians, it could be to you, it could be, it's like I see the scenario panning out, but I don't know for definite, okay, who it is. Okay, so the King of Cups here is my Cancerian energy. So there is somebody who is, I'm sensing they're putting a big, it's like a board up. It's like I'm trying to protect my heart. I'm trying to protect my feelings. I don't want other people to know how I feel. Okay, but that sometimes causes more problems. It causes more obstacles. It's not always a good idea to be hiding so much. So sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what is the worst that could happen if I admit how I feel? Well, the worst that could happen is that person might not feel the same way as you, or it could be that sometimes the other person feels as if you are, they're not used to somebody being so open. Well, maybe that's going to show them that life doesn't have to always be mysterious and playing mind games and everything. Perhaps mind games are in the past. As we become more spiritual, who needs them? Basically, who needs them? So yeah, there's those lessons that are going to be learned for Sagittarians, okay, this week. Okay, I'm going to put the kettle on that's just beside me here. It's going to get quite noisy, but it's only for a few seconds. So It is what it is. Okay, let's read some of the comments. So when you said meeting, I got goosebumps. I think we've seen that one already. I had an astral travel full of adventure, and you and Ali were in it. Asked me and Greg was in it. You had a big party for viewers, and you had an amusement at your house like a holodeck, like on Star Trek. We were having some fun. Oh, great. Love it. I love that. Adventures plus meditating and energy healing. Well, that could be a reality because, sorry, it's noisy. That could be a reality. You never know. Greg and I want to travel around to different places and see everybody and spread some hugs. That's what we want to do. We do. Oh, oh, thank you, Dee. It was a lovely reading. It was lovely. I do love doing my readings, one-to-one readings. You have a real connection with that person. You're blending your energy with them. You're understanding that person, and hopefully they can feel your energy as well. Hi, Sarah Ann. Hello. How are you doing? Okay, so let me just do my coffee, guys. It used to be Horlicks. I don't have Horlicks anymore. I'm trying to be a good girl and have coffee instead. There we go. I have such weak coffee. I literally have borrowed one of Greg's, this is his herbs, for his herbs, and I've punched some holes in it and I just sprinkle coffee on it because I have that little coffee. I am eccentric. I am. Greg knows how eccentric I am. It was like, this is my little corner and everything around me is kind of like stuff that I need. Oh, so doing all right. Kids wore me out this weekend. Oh, did you do something nice with them? Did you take them out, Sarah? Take them to a big park and let them just run. Social dist. Sad I missed Sherry's readings. We'll have to rewatch. Yeah, she did very well. She really did. She should be very proud of herself. Yes, we went to the park. You got it. See, I saw. I think I'm psychic. I'm not sure though. What do you think? Okay, so we're going to go on to Aries now. So I know our Vera is Aries. Anyone else Aries? Because Ali would never use those herb jars for anything else like cooking. I wouldn't know. I don't do cooking. I'm sorry. Greg's the cook. He needs to come here full time to do my cooking. Yeah. We are absolutely, I absolutely agree with you. We are all psychic. We were born psychic. We were in tune with our mums in the womb, right from the beginning. Yep. Need my four kids to roam more. Yeah, they do. They just need to. You know, I think it's important. Yep. We don't like to be cooped up. Nobody likes to be cooped up, do they? Not animals and not people. Nope, nope, nope. As it looks, Ali, it was the release of the bladder infection. Oh, so that was why little her little cat has been poorly, bless her. Yeah. Don't stuff them in old pipe. No, we got to let them run. I'm learning to let go. I'm Sagittarius. Could this be it? Yes. Yes, I would say D. Yes, it is time. Sometimes it's like, you know, when you have a day where you don't plan anything, but you get in your car, maybe with family or friends, and you just drive and you see what you're going to do as it comes. You know, it's like, oh, that looks like a nice cafe. Let's pop in there. And then from there, then somebody might be talking about there's a little boating lake or something, or there's something else happening. And you see some activities like a little market, and you go to the market, and then after that there might be something else, and it's like you just get led kind of wherever you go. Days like that are amazing. I like them. You know, there is actually a video of me and Greg. It's like a I can't remember what it was called, a road to nowhere, I think it was. Actually, we were trying to get home to where we were staying when we was on holiday. And we were lost. So yeah, we nearly had a very big crash. In fact, it wasn't my fault. It was cars in front. There was a kamikaze driver in front, and he was being very bad, and we caught that on camera. It's like very near miss, but luckily I was further back, so I didn't but if I was driving the way he wanted me to drive, which is bumper to bumper up somebody's bottom, we wouldn't have survived that. So yes, yeah, that was the deal. And love watching the dishes. Yeah, although it's painful washing the dishes. It's curiosity and adventure. Need more adventure days for the kiddos. Yeah, we do. A me day. Yeah, a me day. Yeah, follow your nose, like that, Vera. Road to nowhere. Okay, so Aries. Let's have a look and see what's going on with Aries. I'm going to swap the cards again. We're going to do the mythic deck. Okay, the mythic deck there. Okay, so this is by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. Okay. All right, so if you like Greek mythology, these cards are pretty good. Okay, so Jira is an Aries. Okay, so I'm going to give it some energy. Okay, so Aries. Big watcher cards just fell out the deck. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we have the Narcisse. Okay, is that where narcissist comes from? It's for the Greek story of Narcisse falling in love with his own reflection. Well, sometimes there is somebody around us sometimes who they have only eyes for themselves, or they always put themselves first. They don't end up, you know, allowing other people, you know, any leniency. It's just they're very self-centered. So would you understand a self-centered person around you, people around Aries people? Because I feel as if there's going to be a lesson being learnt at the beginning of next week regarding this. This is a good thing, because sometimes we have to pull away from these people who make us feel as if they are just not on our wavelength anymore. They're just not in our reality. And, you know, although, you know, sometimes it's painful to do this, because it might be friends or it might be family, you know, we have to be happy. If you end up spending time with somebody and you feel worse, then, you know, worse being in their company than being out of it, then sometimes we have to think ahead. So with this card, you've got the Ten of Swords, which is sometimes we feel as if we can't take anymore. We've had enough. So our inner self has to stand up and say, no more. We're done. Okay. So it's going to get to that stage, I'm afraid, at the beginning of next week. But look what comes from it. That comes from it is the World, one of the best cards in the deck. This to me says, you know, we have to make sacrifices in order to find our own happiness sometimes, and it isn't always pleasant, okay? But once we're past it, once we've got past it, it is fine. So I've got the Cancerian energy here. So somebody around you who has got a hard front, they try and pretend to be everything's fine, everything's okay, don't you worry about me. Nothing to see here. This person has not been dealing with things, okay? They've been trying to hide their feelings, okay? And there seems to be a decision, okay, that is being pushed upon you, and it's like you're thinking, do I like this decision or not? Do I have any say in what this decision is? Or is somebody else kind of trying to manipulate me, okay? Somebody could be playing mind games with me. The 10 of Cups means that the lesson that's going to be learned around the middle of next week for Aries is basically think for yourself. Don't allow somebody else to manipulate you or play mind games with you. This is going to be a big lesson journey, it looks like, this next week for Aries. Big lesson the beginning of the week, big lesson the middle of the week. So what does the end of the week look like? So this basically is the story of Eros and Psyche. And Psyche was sent to her death because she happened to be better looking than Aphrodite. So Aphrodite sent her to her death. This is nice, isn't it? On the rock here. And meanwhile, Eros, who was supposed to be making sure that she got swept up by the sea serpent, actually fell in love with her instead and asked her, you know, will you marry me? She didn't have a choice. But she said yes, obviously, to save her own life. That's the story. So you've got a story with each card. You've got a story with the Cups, a story with the Wands. You know, the Wands is Jason and the Argonauts story. So this one is Eros, Psyche, and Aphrodite. Now you've got the Devil card, which is mischievousness. It means tormenting. It means sometimes feeling as though you're making decisions that you really think I'm going to get into trouble for, or I've made a wrong move, or you know, perhaps I feel guilty now because I was naughty. And sometimes we hide away. Okay, so there could be a bit of temptation coming your way. If you're in a relationship, it could be to do with a partner, you know, perhaps an ex coming to you, or maybe it's somebody new coming into your life or making you doubt, okay, things. I do feel as if there is going to be, for the majority of people, this isn't going to affect you in the slightest. It's just going to rearrange in your mind the fact that you want to be where you are, that it might just need a bit of a stir up. It needs a bit of a, you know, maybe passion is needed back into relationship or back into your family. You know, it's get excited about being together, get excited about, you know, spending time together, doing more things rather than just sitting there with your feet up, farting and burping, you know, and dribbling. And you know what, you know, sometimes we have to kind of go, do you know what, you know, if I want change and excitement in my life, why don't I start to make it happen? Okay, it always has to be somebody who is good at organizing, or somebody who's good at that. If you're sick of doing it and you're waiting around for someone else to do it because you're always doing it, you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to continually be disappointed. So think of it, that's your strength. That's your job within the group of people. You're the one that organizes things for your friends or for your family. You know, you're the one that does it. Otherwise, temptation's going to come knocking at your door because you are bored, because you've sent signals out to the universe that you want change. Well, the universe will bring you change, but are you actually going to be happy with that? So the energy of these cards is a little bit more direct. I think you can feel that, okay? So yeah, that's what I see for Aries. So that's next week. So oh, night D. Okay, so speaking of mythology, one of my daughter's names is Ella. Okay, all right. For several years, I was self-centered. We have to learn these lessons. It might have been part of your lesson, part of your journey, that this was what you had to learn. In which case, well done for not staying in that energy. I loved when my past partner and I would go on road trip holidays, and now itinerary. Great. So said thanks up. You can learn a lot, but my goodness, the confidence that I felt when I was looking at those cards, yeah, the confidence is going to be amazing. By the end of that next week, you will have strengthened the relationships around you. You will have strengthened the what it is that you want. Okay, you'll have strengthened all of that. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the water signs now. Okay, so we're going to do Scorpio, and then Pisces, and then Cancer. Another sip of coffee. Oh, so Lisa, Jeremiah has got Aries moon. Okay. It's going to be a bit of a test next week, I think, for Aries. Okay, let's look at Scorpio. So Scorpio, we've got the Five of Swords. It's like, make your decision. There's no more time left. So sometimes this feels as if we are at a crossroads time in our life, where we might have kind of dissected things a lot. We might have gone back and forth with ideas, but it's like now is the time to make that choice and decision. Okay, and sometimes that means that we have to decide that there's going to be big changes in our life. Okay, so that sometimes means that you don't want to carry on doing a certain thing. Maybe you hate your job. Maybe you're in a relationship that has no love left in it, that you're just kind of like playing the game of life. You know, maybe it's like you deserve better treatment from friends, but there is definitely the decision, okay, energy. I can see links with abroad or overseas with you, Scorpio. So that could be that you're deciding to travel, or it could be that you know somebody who doesn't live in your country and you're connecting with them, maybe making plans, okay, for the future. Okay, but there is definitely new connections with overseas, okay, the beginning of the week. Okay, by the middle of the week, you've got the most sarcastic card in the deck of tarot, and anybody who has been learning the tarot with me will know what this is. It is the Three of Swords. Okay, get to the point, go to the heart of the matter, you know, stop dilly-dallying around, stop lollygagging. Okay, it's time for action. It's not time to sit there. Okay, so again, very direct, okay, with the cards here. Now, there seems to be a complicated love life or a complicated emotional situation that is coming to the point where we've got to deal with it. We can't carry on like this. It could be that there has been it's like confusion. Does that make sense? It feels as if there's been some confusion within this this emotional connection. This emotional connection is now a time for, it's like it's now or never. Does that make sense? It feels as if it's now or never. Let's decide to make this work. Let's decide to do what we need to do. We've also got a feeling of sometimes we end up getting what it is we want, but then we become bored, and then we think, okay, how can I change my life? I'm sensing that the theme that's running throughout all of these readings at this moment is boredom. Okay, it is. I've got to start to change my life for my life to be worthwhile. Okay, I've got to do something, and nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to start the ball rolling. Okay. For you. Sometimes we have to go, okay, so what is it that I want? What do I want to do? Where do I want my life to head in, you know? And so this is going to be the crossroads time. I would say the beginning of the week, the middle of the week is the, you know, we've got the deal with it card, so you can't get clearer than that. Deal with it. You might have everything that you need in lots of different ways, in lots of different areas of your life, but it could be that you're still not satisfied. You're still not sure, and that could be because you haven't found your life path. That could be you haven't found your life partner. That could be you're needing more freedom. Okay, there's so many different kind of different scenarios to why you're feeling as if it's not quite adding up. Okay, so yeah, that you're going to be asking yourself those tricky questions. I would say the middle of the week for Scorpios. By the end of the week, everything is a little bit upside down. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man. We have the Two of Swords, which means sometimes it's not good to listen to anybody else's advice because they don't fully understand the whole facts. They don't understand things from your point of view, really. They only understand what it is that you've told them. So the worst thing you can possibly do when you have an argument with him or her indoors is to go to a friend and say, oh, this happened and they did that and they did it. Because what happens is, by the end of the day, you may have worked things out with your partner. But what's happened is you have told only your side of the story, the poor me side. You haven't probably said exactly what the other person was feeling, what they were understanding, what was going on with them. And so the friend is left thinking, what a bastard or what a bitch, and that stays with them. You can't backpedal and take that back, and so that then causes disruption and disharmony with your friends and the partner. Okay, your friends and the partner. So and that can be the same with friendships. It's like, you know, you little tattle to them to another friend about another friend. You know, it just it's like Chinese whispers. Okay, so they are indicating that it's best not to complicate this. You know, wait to see what happens. Go within yourself, decide what it is that you're going to do, how you're going to take control of your life, Scorpios, and then go for it. I can see a nice romantic gesture coming your way around the end of the week for Scorpios. So somebody doing something nice. If it's not romantic, because maybe there's not a love life situation there, then this will be a kind gesture, okay, from a friend or somebody who appreciates you. Okay, and it's like that feeling of a glowing feeling of happiness, okay, and pride. Yeah, so there you go. That's what I'm seeing for Scorpios. Let's read some of the comments. Okay, so I'm going back to check on some class review. Okay, lovely. So Megan, my boyfriend is planning to move back home, which is a few states away. I'm invited to come, but have my foothold in a career path here, and I'm caretaking from my dad. That's hard, isn't it? Sucks, because I would love to be with him, but I know that our relationship isn't producing enough to keep him satisfied here. That is harsh. It is harsh. You know, sometimes, you know, I used to think to myself that long distance relationships don't work. That's honestly what I thought, until along comes Greg. And if you two are very grounded, and if you two are able to trust each other, and to be happy to spend quality time together, but not as often, it could work. It could work. You know, we just have to kind of make sure that we are, we've got our own kind of lives that we're living, and we are satisfied with that. But you never know, Megan. You never know. I'm just going to take some painkillers. So Megan says, I really feel for him being away from his family and being stuck at a job where there's no passion. Oh, you need that. You spend a lot of time at work, so you need to love your job. Yeah. Yes, it will, if it's meant to be. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be doing Pisces. Just going to move. Get myself comfortable. Okay. All right. So that was for Scorpios. Okay. Pisces. So this is me. I'm Pisces. Any other Pisces out there? Or do you have Pisces in your charts? Or do you know any family members who are Pisces? We're going to swap the cards again. And we're going to go back to the Cosmic deck by Norbert Loesch. Okay. Oh, thank you, darling. Yes, rocking again. Okay. Sarah is Pisces. There you go. I'm able to lean on my cushion. So, all right. So I'm just going to tune into Pisces now for this week. What's going on with them? Okay, decisions and choices, Pisces. Okay, so you've got to decide what you're going to do with a business, what you're going to do money-wise, what you're going to do with your home, with your security, anything to do with your earthly side of things. Okay, sometimes we have to weigh it up. We have to weigh up the pros and the cons. We have to do the old-fashioned income outcome. We have to do whether this is working or not working for you. Okay, so sometimes we are left with then a decision whether to go forward or whether to go into a different direction to do with money or business. So he's got these two pentacles in his hands, and he's kind of all of the money here has been planted in the ground, but it's on barren land. It hasn't grown. So now, does he keep doing the same thing by planting money in ground that isn't gaining him money? Or does he do something different with it? Does he invest his money in a different way? Okay, so this could be, you know, putting your energy into a job that just doesn't suit you, or putting your energy into anything that is just not sitting right. Okay, so this is the decisions that is going to be kind of thought about and made. Now I have a person around you who is a little bit sly. Okay, they seem to be a little bit kind of a bit tormented by their own jealousy and their own insecurity. This particular character around you isn't helping the situation. Okay, they are maybe causing you to doubt yourself a little bit. So definitely there is a time to sit there in your own energy and see how you feel about a situation. If you have been offered another job, or you've got the chance of a self-employed job, you know, whatever it is, you're having to really sit there and rethink. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles, which means that you've made good decisions in the past, that, you know, things aren't so bad here. Okay, this is financial security, or this is security within yourself, feeling confident within yourself. So when we get somebody who's trying to put doubt in there, we kind of have to see it for what it is. Okay, is this person truthfully making us doubt ourselves, or, you know, have they got something to say? And a lot of the time, if you can't say something nice, then don't say nothing at all. Isn't that what they say in Bambi? So yeah, that person needs to understand that. Say something productive and not something destructive. So the middle of the week for Pisces. Okay, so you're going to be saying things right out there. You're going to be voicing your opinion. Okay, you can see here it's like, I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay, now it's going to be spiritual. So there's going to be a spiritual feel about it. There's going to be, it's going to come from a spiritual side. It can be, you know, your spirit guides are helping you say the right thing to the right person. You are going to be breaking free. You've got the Judgment card. There is chains here, and you are unshackling yourself from a situation that you don't want to be in. Okay, so the middle of the week is a big decision time for Pisces. It's breaking free from, you know, a certain way of life, okay, or a certain person or a certain situation. You're breaking free from it. You do not want to stay in that energy. Okay, now by the end of the week, this is then rushing forward. Okay, everything starts to move on. All right, fast paced. Okay, nothing to stop you now. Everything is good. It's alongside some sort of paperwork and planning. Okay, that I'm seeing, documents, contracts, that sort of thing, for your future and for, you know, your ambition and the future. Sometimes it costs us a bit of money, but you know when sometimes it's worth it. You know, it could be that it's not money that you're spending out. You're going to commit yourselves to some time. So, you know, like I said, with when you're starting a new business, in order to put yourself out there, sometimes you have to do that at a reduced rate. Sometimes you have to, they call it speculate to accumulate. So this is definitely what these cards are saying to me. Speculate to accumulate, and you will be busy, and it will work out well for you. So it's very business set, okay, your week, for Pisces. Okay, it's going to be very much, you know, getting on with your security. Okay, so that's what we see for Pisces. And Mo just wants to come and shove his bottom at the camera. And he just decides that's what, there you go, that's what he needs to do. So thank you, Mo. That's very lovely. Gorgeous. I can't see a single thing of what I'm doing right now. I could just about see above him. I'm very sorry, everybody. It's not very professional. Hello, Mo. Hello, my darling. Do you want some sweets? Do you want some sweeties? Mo wants some sweeties, so I've just got to do some sweeties for him. Let me find some. Mo. These? You got these? Yeah. Here you go. Here Here they are. This side. This side. There. Yep, right on schedule. Yep. Okay, so that was Pisces. Let's have a look at Cancerians. Okay. So this is my daughter, Megan, which is Cancerian. My other daughter, Rhiannon, is Scorpio. Me and my mum are Pisces. So the Cancerians out there. Oh. Okay, I've got no table left to do the reading, but still, you know, right there, enough. Feel okay? There we go. That's our Mo. Okay, so I'm just going to tune into Cancerians, see what they want to say about Cancerians. Did he clean your screen with his tail? Yes, he did. Yes. He's a funny boy. Right, Cancerians. Right, so the beginning of the week for Cancerians, it's time to be selfish. It's time to say, this is my turn. You've had your turn. This is my turn. So this could be that you're saying this to your children. Maybe your children have always had things their own way. But now it's like you're choosing to just spend a bit of time doing you. Okay, this is mine. This is my life. This is my future. This is what I want. Okay, I can see maybe some people deciding on whether they're going to travel maybe without the children, or whether they're going to travel without taking other family members. Maybe it's time for them to go places and do things that they wouldn't have normally done on their own. But I'm definitely seeing a broad energy, or, you know, choosing to look at the future and travel plans in a different way, weighing up the pros and the cons, okay, regarding these travel plans, being selfish. For one person, this is really bizarre what I'm seeing. You know, when somebody decides that they're going to buy a sports car, and you know, sports cars usually have just 2 seats, and you know, when it's like, you know, you can't really have, you know, you can't be a family person when you've got a sports car, but somebody is deciding to get a sports car. I don't know who this is, but it's one of you out there. Yeah, it's one of you. So yeah, this is an interesting concept. Okay, happening. Okay, it's an interesting concept. So please let me know if you're that person watching this, because it's quite funny. Okay, other than that, there is, you know, there's a decision about, you know, this is my turn, this is my life, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay, and it is about forward planning, and I can see some travel plans in the future. Okay, again, we've got the Sun card. We've got loads of my travel cards. This one is looking for the sunshine. Okay, travel. You've got the happy card here, the bubbly card, the excitement card, the I couldn't be more happy. Okay, energy. Let's have a look. Okay, there seems to be a character around you the middle of the week, between the beginning and the middle of the week, I would say. And this person is new to you. You don't know them. You haven't seen them before. This person and you don't seem to gel properly. Okay, but then all of a sudden something clicks. And you know, when you start to see the similarities between you and them, you start to kind of not criticize so much. because you start to analyze their behavior and you analyze your behavior. It's a very interesting concept. Okay, so from something that is being you know, clearly complicated to being absolutely amazingly obvious, okay, to you. Okay, it's like you're seeing what the truth is. Okay, so there seems to be a complicated love life situation with one of you for definite regarding this, where you're finding this attraction linking to you and a person who previously you didn't get on with. Okay, but all of a sudden there's a new energy. Okay, now this could be a friendship. So if it's not for love life, you know, some people don't have the love life in their life, they don't have the love energy, you know, especially in they have that for family. You know, it's either love life or family or friendships. Okay, so we have to kind of analyze this and change it slightly when we do readings for the astrology. Okay, because not everybody's in the same boat. But there is somebody new coming in. I'm sensing that it's a bit complicated, that this person might make you cross or angry. You may then soften up, and then some of you may find there's a attraction, or you end up becoming best friends after being very angry with each other. Okay, so yeah, it's a funny old situation there. And that's all going to be happening the middle of next week. Okay, I'm seeing a motherly character, a mother figure, a motherly character. And this person is, I feel as though it's somebody who, I think they're pushing their boundaries. They are fed up of being held back. They're fed up of always having all the responsibility on their shoulders, and they are definitely not wanting to be thought of as the motherly character. Now, this is funny. This actually, what they're showing me, this is our guides for you. They're funny sometimes. They're showing me it was always a bit of a joke that my mum was always very much a life and soul of the party when she was younger, and when I was younger. And we all used to go to the nightclub I used to go with my mum, and my mum used to say, "You're not allowed to call me mum here. You've got to call me Pat." And it was always a joke because everybody called her mum. All my friends called her mum. So it wasn't actually the truth. She didn't care. But it's just there's somebody who is really starting to spread their wings, and they're going from being feeling frumpy to feeling as if they are free again. And they've got a new lease of life. Okay, so you're going to be seeing this new lease of life coming up, Cancerians, with this person. Could it be you? Are you seeing a new lease of life? Are you starting to visualize things in a different way? Okay, is it time to start enjoying yourself? So yeah. So there we go. Let's have a look and see what the comments are. My roommate, who was my husband for 35 years. There you go. So it's complicated. It's complicated. Yeah. Yes, I always let him be himself. No pressure. Yes, he thinks he is going to buy a Corvette. Oh, so there is somebody there. Okay. I do see that. I do see that. Janet said, fun. Yeah. Quite an exciting time for Cancerians there. So yeah, we're going to be doing we've done the water signs, and we're going to finish off with the air signs now. Okay, sorry, the earth signs, even earth signs. So we're going to be doing Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn. This is funny because I've been what I've been doing is recording my my new workshop. It's my tarot workshop that will be available to purchase. And within that, there is all sorts of paperwork. There is test sheets. There is printouts for flashcards, testing flashcards, that sort of thing. So there's everything you could possibly need to learn the tarot. And I've been recording it, and I've been going through. I'm going through 5 different decks. So 5 different tarot decks, and explaining what I see in each of the decks. So they're kind of like 5 different modules, 5 different modules that I'm recording. And each one, you know, this module 1 is all to do with the introduction, and what basically the tarot is and how the concept of the tarot works. And then the second module is the cups. And I go through all the 5 decks of what I'm seeing in each of the cards, each of the cups, the story of. So I've been going through the story of the mythic deck. I've been looking at the intricacies of, you know, of all of it. And they're all about an hour each, okay, these recordings. So, you know, when I'm going through the cards and I'm pointing out various different things, it's like I'm seeing something else and thinking, oh, I could have said that in the module. So yeah. Okay, so Taurus, let's have a look for Taurus. Okay, so any Taurus people out there, any Taurus energies? Taurians typically are, they plod, they get there in the end, they don't like being rushed. And you know, they will do their own thing, and they do know how to rest, play and work. They know the difference, and they're good at all of it. Taurus. Okay. So Janet says, me. Janet's a Taurus. Okay, so you've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is life is upside down. Everything is on hold at the moment. There is a bit of a feeling of, you know, how do I get past this kind of feeling of everything's upside down, and nothing's changing, and I want it to change. Okay, there is a little bit of insecurity around, a feeling of insecurity, not really understanding what's going on sometimes with personality, either your personality or somebody close to you. You're trying to figure them out. You're trying to figure out yourself. Okay, in the meantime, you're smiling sweetly and pretending everything is fine, and nobody knows any different. So nobody feels the insecurity or the questioning kind of energy. Nobody feels that, because you're very, very good at putting on an act, or putting on that kind of, it's like, how can I put it? You know, not wanting people to know the insecurities, I would say. So, you know, you're doing a darn good job about it as well, Taurus, the beginning of next week. Okay, beginning of next week. So by the middle of next week, I'm seeing a lot of laughter around you. I'm seeing a lot of fun. I'm seeing a lot of sarcasm, banter with a certain person. So you're obviously really getting on well with this particular person, who knows how to make you laugh. They've got the same personality traits as you. This person and you, I feel as if it's like they've got a lot of, they know your secrets, put it that way, and you know their secrets. So nobody can break friends with each other, just in case they reveal all your secrets. Okay, that is a little joke, so it doesn't really have to be a problem. But yeah, there's just a bit of a laughter and a banter, and I feel as if there's 3 people who are going to be getting together and enjoying each other's company. Now, sometimes we don't live near these people, so sometimes it has to be online. Sometimes it's not a face-to-face thing. If you're lucky enough for it to be a face-to-face thing, you're going to have a hoot. You're going to have a real good time. And there is somebody in this group of people who is a little bit judgmental, okay? But you know, when you kind of know what they're like, they probably know what they're like. They probably know that they are a little bit judgmental and that they need to kind of lighten up. As long as you can all laugh at your own quirks, okay, then everybody gets on well. But it's definitely a meeting and a meet up with each other and enjoying that. For somebody around here, I'm seeing writing of a book, okay. I feel as if there's a lot of details going into this book, a lot of understanding, okay, regarding this, you know, what is being added into this book. There's kind of it goes very deep emotionally, okay. So yeah, there's a lot of work on that happening. There is also a decision to write this book. For some of you, it's like, yes, I am going to write that book. It is time that I do that, okay. I feel as if we've got this Seven of Pentacles again here. So you guys know the Seven of Pentacles is that weighing up of the pros and cons to do with staying in a job, leaving a job, transferring to do something else, or, you know, maybe starting up on your own. So either way, there's a need of earning more money for yourself, earning more money that goes into your pocket rather than into some fat cat's pocket, okay. And I feel that you've made some good decisions in the past, and maybe this is the time, this is the break that you need in order for you to branch out, in order for you to maybe take a bit of a gamble excuse me, at this time, okay. Your spirit guides are going to be showing you some signs to help you to see where it is you're supposed to be going, okay. So look out for these signs, okay. So by the end of the week, we've got a new job, a new opportunity. It's all happening very quickly. I feel as if this new opportunity is, there is money there, okay. There is money to be had. Sometimes we have to put some effort in without payment, but that doesn't happen for very long, because I feel as if everything's going to happen quickly, okay. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is rushing ahead, pushing on and rushing ahead. You've got a new job card, the Ace of Pentacles, and you've got, sometimes we have to speculate to accumulate by putting effort in before you get that out. It could be that you have this opportunity, but it means that you won't be earning as much as you would like, or as much as you have now, but you just have to be patient. You just have to keep on plodding on through, and then the breakthrough's coming. I just wanted to pick some more cards to prove to you that it is a good thing, okay. So, you know, I'm pushing on into just past the January the 29th, going into the following week after that, the beginning of February. So look, this new job opportunity, it's part of your wish, it's part of what you have desired, part of what, you know, you have asked for. You've asked the universe to bring you this. It's come from your thoughts, your ideas, and deal with it. You know, it's like, you know, what do you want? They've lined it up for you. They've lined it up for you. This doesn't mean that you have to, that everybody's going to be leaving their job, okay, Taurians. This could be just that there is, you know, a self-employed option, sorry, coming up at this particular time. And, you know, maybe you've got to run it parallel with what job you're actually doing, okay. But big thumbs up from the spirit world. You did ask for this. We brought it to you. What are you going to do with this now? I'm so sorry. They're tickling my throat. So, okay. So, it's still there. So, we're going to go on to Virgos. Just bear with me a minute. Oh dear. Yes. Okay. Virgos. Any Virgos out there? I know, Janet. Very exciting times. What's been going on in your head, Janet? Have you been pushing out some ideas of new businesses? Yeah. What have you been doing? Okay. So we're going to have a look and see what's happening with Virgos. Okay. Sarah's a Virgo. There we go. All right. So a lot of hard work is starting off at the beginning of the week, Virgos. A lot of hard work. I can see that you have got good energy in your heart, though. You're happy to be doing what you're doing. You are going to be have a little bit of tough love for somebody that's close to you, maybe in family. Sometimes you have to stick with what you've said. This is about discipline. Sometimes it's about not giving in to maybe somebody who's trying to manipulate you, and you've decided, no, I'm not going to be manipulated. But it's difficult to kind of stand by what you've kind of like said. If you said no to somebody, or you've said no to a child, and they're pushing you to give in, but you're thinking, if I give in, that's going to undo all of the work that I've done. Okay, so this could be keeping somebody and keeping boundaries set up with somebody that you care about. A lot of hard work has already been put in. Is it going to crumble around your ears if you say, oh, don't worry about that, it's okay? So I feel as if it's to do with self-love. It's to do with putting your feelings first, putting yourself on that pedestal. It's like, I appreciate and love myself, and I know what I deserve and what I don't deserve. And so that's why I'm sticking up for myself and saying no. Okay, so but no is always hard. It is harder to say, no. Okay, so I feel as if it's there seems to be some money being earned just for you. Okay, the money is yours. This financial decision is yours to make. Okay, I can see that there is a large amount of money that could be coming from a decision that you made a long time ago, that is now coming into fruition. It is linked with a harvest. It's linked with reaping back the rewards from, like I said, a decision that you've done. I'm sensing that there is a lot of security around you at this time. A lot of is excitement, but it's like, but this is still mine. It's like, do I share this with other people, or do I keep it to myself, or do I keep the lion's share to myself but share it with others? So decision time. This could be linked with money. It could be linked with a good opportunity. Okay, so it could be either one. All right. I'm sensing this new idea that is going to be springing into your mind, I would say around the end of this next week. They're showing me a character who is very close to tuning in with you and understanding you. Okay, now this person could be a spirit guide for people. I don't often bring through people's spirit guides, to be fair, when I'm doing astrology readings. But this is going to be somebody who is very similar to that. If you know this person personally, then this person, it's like when you've got two peas in a pod, that's what they say about two peas in a pod, meaning you two know each other very well, you two are close, you two get it. Okay, that that person, that personality is going to be around you. They're going to be helping you to make these brilliant decisions about your future, and about how to stand your ground and how not to allow other people to manipulate you to get what they want. It's all to do with mind games this week for you Virgos. Okay, you have literally seen through a very clever plan to get what they want from you. Okay, and you're putting a stop to it. Okay, you're basically doing a bit of mind games back. Now, it's not nice to do to play the mind games thing. It's not nice, but there is a time and place for it. When you think about the white hats and the dark hats, okay, in the global side of things, the reason why the mainstream media has not come down yet is because the lessons are being learnt, but the other way around. Before, the black hats were using the TV to mind control other people. Now it's being used to unprogram the people by allowing people to see this is their game that they were playing. This is how far they were willing to go with it. Are you awake yet? Have you worked it out yet? You know, a lot of people don't like the term normies, but sometimes anybody who's watching the mainstream media and believing it still, I'm afraid that they've got to start to awaken, because you're going to feel like a complete idiot later on when everything starts to come out. And I know that seems harsh, but if you think about the mind games that sometimes goes on within a family unit or within a love life or with your children and yourself, okay, there's a lot of that energy happening. You are seeing right through it, and I feel that the time is for you to be strong. This is time for you to believe, honor yourself, and to get excited about your own future. So sometimes these messages aren't just for the birth sign that I'm reading. Sometimes these messages are for everybody, and I think this is one of them. There is new ideas coming about. There is new challenges that we have, and that we need to recognize when there are mind games happening, and what we can do about those mind games without necessarily having an argument with people. Okay, so I really feel as if this is going to be a very big thing in your life, Virgos. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see for Virgos. But also, whenever I do the readings, I usually say it in the beginning of when I'm doing the readings. Sometimes the messages that I'm giving will relate to other people, that are listening. And if you're listening, there'll be snippets of information that will actually be for you. Okay, it's a deliberate thing from my guides. Okay, so we're going to go for Capricorns now, and this is the last of the astrology, Capricorns. Okay, so let's have a look. Janet says, yes, I have. I am excited and looking forward to it. Yay! And Megan, and thanks for hanging out. It's been wonderful to hang out with you. Okay, so let's look for Capricorns. What is going on with Capricorns? I am going to end this with a message for everybody. I'm going to do a little bit of a reading for everybody at the end. Okay, so to see what's happening in this world, okay, for next week. So, but for now, it's Capricorns. Who's a Capricorn out there? Capricorn was my dad. My dad was a Capricorn. Anybody know more about astrology? He was the 9th. My brother was the 20th of January. Capricorn, right. All right, so emotionally feeling a bit torn, okay? I feel as if you are in the middle and there seems to be feuding family members or feuding friendships, maybe work colleagues or something. And it's like on both sides of things, nobody can compromise and nobody can understand each other. You, on the other hand, are understanding of each person. Maybe you're swaying more with another than the other, but still it's really hard for you. Okay, so I do see that you're going to have to use your psychic senses to really start to maybe mend, and it's like you might say it's not my battle. Okay, I do feel as if this is one of those karmic journeys that you're supposed to be on and you're supposed to be doing. So I don't feel as if it's one of those that you can cop out. Not when I'm looking at these 3 cards together. You know, you've got the Temperance card, which is about balance. You've got the Moon card, which is about your psychic abilities. And you've got the 7 of Cups, which is all these different emotions, all these different people. There's rejection here, but your psychic ability and getting the balance. That's why I see that I think it's a bit more than you just kind of saying, "I'll get on with it." I just think it's so I feel that there's going to be some healing, there's going to be some time out, but then there's going to be getting together, okay, of these people. You will see the future of where this is going and what needs to happen. I'm definitely feeling the energy of being excited about something that you have achieved, and you are maybe organizing a celebration. I feel as if this organizing and celebration, it could be that you end up inviting everybody to this get together, and it's like, well, they've got to get on then, haven't they? They're going to have to kind of not cause offense or anything, just for that one day. So yeah, I feel as if there's a bit of clever negotiation and clever, not manipulation. I don't want to say manipulation, but I will say there's going to be some clever handling of this situation. Now for you, I feel as if there's a meeting. I'm seeing a meeting. This is like an appointment meeting. I feel this is about business. It could be a job, okay, talking about a job. It could be talking about the next phase of a plan of your, I want to say a program to enhance or to go further with your business, okay. Yeah, it's about expansion. I want to use the word expansion. Okay, and this meeting is due to go ahead, I would say, around the middle of next week. But Capricorns, there seems to be somebody right at the last minute who either lets you down or is unavailable when they say that they were going to be available. So I can see that there's a little bit of frustration, okay, that is turning up. I can see that you will break free from a situation that you can no longer cope with. But watch the universe work its magic. Sometimes the universe brings us curveballs so that we can then maybe go from what was a pathway ahead of us without looking backwards. We're able to go forwards, but in a better way. It's difficult to explain what I'm seeing. Oh, okay, they've just given it to me. So if you can imagine timelines, and you can imagine that I'm seeing 2 different timelines right now. These two different timelines are going to be merging later on. Okay, but for now, there's going to be frustration. For now, it's going to be I've been let down. I was expecting this. Now I'm disappointed. This was going to be my break. This was going to be what I wanted. But I feel as if it's not finished. It's just diverted onto the other timeline, and then the timeline will then come about. So it's like an opportunity that might not happen when you wanted it to happen or when it was promised to you, but you're going to be pretty sure that that is going to come about later on, but in a better way. Okay, so the better opportunity, if you can be patient, is going to come back around. Okay, and this is linked with business. It's linked with a job. It's linked with opportunity. It could be linked with money. Okay, you know, it could be linked with promotion. Yeah, it's like this opportunity. It's not the right time. Everything's lined up to be the right time, but it will turn out not to be. Okay, and that will be, I feel, a disappointment. But can you hang in there? Please hang in there, Capricorns. You won't have to wait very long. In fact, I've just turned some more cards over to see just how long it will be. You see, okay, you've then got the World card, okay, perhaps the beginning of February. So it's delayed by a week, okay. This meeting, this opportunity is delayed by a week, and then everything is going to be moving on. Juggling of money, juggling of finances. Sometimes we have to let go of something emotional before this opportunity comes up. It could be that you had to shed or clear some sort of emotional baggage, because if you hadn't dealt with that, then the financial opportunity would have the wrong frequency energy. Now that seems a bit far-fetched, but you know, okay, so how would you like me to say it? If you go into business, or you've got a business opportunity and you go in with the wrong partner, a partner that is lazy, a partner that is going to sit back and let you do all the work, then they're going to take some of the, or half of the profits. Okay, and say if you were going to have enough of that person, then wouldn't the business, the new opportunity, be better delayed after you've gotten rid of this excess baggage that you don't need anymore? Okay, so that's what they're trying to say to you. Okay, so yes, it might be disappointing, but boom, it's going to be really good, perhaps just a week later. Okay, week later is going to be far better. Okay, so complicated, yes, but good stuff too. Okay, so let me just read what is in the chat. Yes, you are correct. I have caught some of them. And man, lots of caps in my family, Capricorn rising. Yep. Dad, mum, daughter, and her husband. Okay. So angel card flew out of my deck. Ali, it was the clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Wonderful. I love that, Barbie. I love that. Son-in-law is waiting on work. So there's an opportunity coming up for your son-in-law, because I do feel this is what they want me to say. It's going to feel as if it's perfect. The job opportunity is perfect, but something's going to come along and they're going to feel a bit let down. Okay, it doesn't happen, but another week later, everything then happens and it is perfect. The timing is better the week after than it is that week, and that is because of dealing with emotional stuff. So there you go. So I hope you all enjoyed the readings, and thanks for hanging out with me. I have now been live on and off today for 6.5 hours. So I am well and truly pooped, and I'm going to be going to bed. So thank you all very much. It's been wonderful. Oh, that's what the way it is on the rigs. There we go. So you know. All right. Take care, everyone, and please share this video. If you have shared it, then please write in the notes, write in the comments, maybe under this video, shared. If you shared it 3 times, then put share, share and share, and I will put you down on a raffle, and I will give away a free reading to somebody who has shared it for me. So I really appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. Please like as well. It doesn't take, it takes seconds to just like this video, but it means so much to me. And if you haven't subscribed, could I ask you to subscribe? I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I've got about, I think, 700 or 800, I think, and I just need 200 more. So please, if you can, I'd really appreciate it. I love you, and bye. Take care. Have a brilliant week.